Okay guys, let's go to our application folder and let's go find our newly downloaded Muse Score program. So Muse Score number 3. Just going to double click it and it's going to open up. Alright, so one of the first things you'll see is this template start center right here. This is where you'll see blank document that you could start. You could also see any recent documents that you've done in Muse Score 2 or 3. They are cross-compatible, so you are able to see all your documents. And in addition, what they'll do is in your Documents folder, every time you save a document, there's going to be a folder called the Muse Score folder, and it's going to have templates, it's going to have folders, it's going to have all of this stuff. Let me show you. It's going to have templates, music files, other library files. Let me show you real quick where that's going to be. So you're going to go under your Documents menu now that you've opened Muse Score. And I'm just going to show you where scores will be. You have extensions, you have images, you have plugins like instrument patches, you have scores that you've started. This is going to be the folder that you're going to use. Sound fonts, styles, and templates. These two folders you're probably going to use the most because this template folder is where you have any templates that you made and saved. Scores, this is where you're going to access all your Muse Score scores. This is where they're all going to be saved. Okay? So, like when I used to use Muse Score 2, same difference. I would go under scores and all these scores would be here. And I start a lot of music that I need to finish, but that's beside the point. But you're going to put all your Muse Score files in here. Okay, this is where that's going to be kept when you need to find it. All right, so Muse Score 3, same difference. You're going to go to Scores. That's where your files are going to be saved every time you save a document. So let's go to the Start Center and let's go to this plus sign, Create New Score. Now it's going to ask you some identifying information to create your new score. It's going to ask you for title, subtitle if you have one, composer's name, and the lyricist if you have one, and if you want copyright, you can put that in there too. Then click Continue. Now you're going to go to this box saying Choose Template File. Okay, so in this you could either choose from the general file where you can choose instruments one by one. You could select bass clef, treble clef, or grand staff sheets. Okay, grand staff is good for piano. You could do choral, SATB, SATB plus piano, SATB closed score, meaning it's just SA on the treble clef staff, soprano, alto, and then TB, tenor, bass on the bass clef staff. You can do closed score plus organ, that's SA on the treble clef, TB on the bass clef, and organ for the accompaniment. Or SATB closed score plus piano, same difference. SA, soprano, alto on the treble clef, TB, tenor, bass on the bass clef, and piano for your accompaniment. You just do regular voice or regular voice and piano, and barbershop quartet, liturgical, unmetered music like Gregorian chant sort of stuff, liturgical plus organ accompaniment. You can go under the chamber music, and there's a whole bunch of templates that you can choose. String quartet is violin, viola, and cello. You can choose a wind quartet, wind quintet, which is 5. Usually if you have a quintet, you have a French horn in there because the French horn is soft enough to be considered in the woodwind group. Saxophone quartet, your brass quartet, or your brass quintet. Or you can choose from solo, you can choose from a jazz, you can choose from popular rock bands, concert bands, marching bands, and orchestral sorts of works. So you have a tremendous amount of different types of scores that you could choose from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a grand staff for now, and I'm going to go click continue. Then what it's going to do is it's going to go create new score, and now you're going to choose your key signature. Okay, so this is no sharps or flats, C major or A minor, so we want that one. And if you want the tempo to be displayed, you click this box, and you can edit the tempo in here. So I'm going to edit it to 76. That's on Dante, that's my favorite tempo. And I'm going to click continue. Notice you can click any of these key signature and tempo things to get you started. And then under the Create New Score dialog box, you can choose your time signature. You can either choose common time, which I'll choose, or you can enter a value 4/4, or 3/4, or 2/4. You can also do multiples of 2 for the rhythmic value that gets the beat. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, or 64. So we're going to keep it at 4. That's the quarter note. If you want a pickup measure, you can check this box and then give it however many beats you want for the pickup measure. It's probably going to be less than 4. You're not going to have a whole measure before the start of the piece. And enter number of measures. You can enter 30 measures, you can enter 40 measures. I'm just going to do that. Hint, you can also add or remove measures after the creation of your score, which we'll go into later on in the course. And then, once you're done with all of this, go to the bottom right and click Done. Okay, here's our sample. We're in 2/4, and it's in C major. There's 1 beat of pickup. All right, so we've got our sheet set up. In the next video, we will go over more attributes of the different menu commands that are in Muse Score, with the top 2 menus including the file save, new, the cloud feature, and the print going first, and the different views you can choose. Okay? And in that, if you have any questions, feel free to consult the Q&A, and if not, I'll see you in the next video.